guys again. I want to talk about the business impact that these lockdowns are having on countries as well as businesses. So at the moment I'm in the UK, so we are going into our second lockdown as of tomorrow. So what I've had happen is all my clients that I've got work set up for the next 3 or 4 weeks have just phoned me basically on Monday morning and said, listen, can we fit in all our filming, can we fit in all our photography and all our creatives and get that done? And so it's been a really, really busy week for me. The 30-day stall that all businesses are going to have in the UK is going to have a profound effect on them. And yeah, it's just a bit of a weird one. It's a bit of a weird time, There's no other better way to explain it. And I tend to, I've been all the optimist, and I'm forever the optimist when it does come to these things. So I want there to be positivity when it comes to the businesses and stuff like that. But if we continue down this route, I think we're going to have some serious problems with businesses. I would say especially small businesses, they're going to have the biggest impact because the high street needs people to come in and buy things. Everything's moving now onto online. It's all fine and well to have everything online and digital and be of the digital age. I'm all for it. My problem I'm sitting with is, so what's going to happen to all the businesses that are in the high street? Are we going to do we have to stay in our houses and not go out, and the only places we go out to are parks and activity places? People like shopping. I mean, I like shopping. I like going to a shop and browsing and looking what's new, what's coming. Online is great, but it just doesn't have the same experience. So I am a little bit worried as to what's going to happen to the physical shop in 2021 and 2022 and things like that, because not a lot of people are talking about this, but I think we're going to be in a bit of a weird situation. I mean, our lives in general has changed completely and utterly and entirely, and will never ever be the same. Just stopped on the side of the road to get myself a sandwich. Not very good though. So I'm quite worried about the impact of what these lockdowns are having, especially on my daughter, because she's 17 months old, and since our first lockdown, and we're going into our second lockdown in the UK, and since our first lockdown we haven't actually seen any of her friends or an NCT group that she belongs to. So an NCT group in the UK is like a support group from when you get pregnant all the way through to having a baby, and you become lifelong friends and so forth and so forth. So we haven't seen any of her NCT friends. There's about eight babies in the group, and we haven't seen any of them since the start of the lockdown. So I am a little bit worried about her mental health during this COVID time, because she only gets to see myself, my wife, her nanny, her grandparents, and that's it basically. She has no other interactions with other people during the last, I would say, for the last 8 months, which is incredibly sad, because at this time it's about the socializing that they have, interacting with other babies and other children and that. So it is vitally important for them, and I'll be honest with you, I am a little bit worried with COVID going. So I am a bit worried about COVID and the effect it's going to have on her from a mental point of view, because she's not socializing and she's not interacting with children her own age. and she's 17 months old, and I think it's going to have a profound effect on her as she gets older, because she's not quite sure how to interact. And we already saw this yesterday when if you saw in the blog yesterday, we went down to our local, I want to call it like a play area, but it's undercover and it's soft, but it's not a soft play. And she didn't know how to approach other children. You could already see that she's like, do I approach? Don't I approach? So the effect that these lockdowns are having on children is quite profound, to say the least. I'm talking about really young children, 12 months to 3 years, which is vitally important for them to be socializing with other children as much as possible. So we did sign her up for some baby ballet at the beginning of for the beginning of November, but naturally with our lockdown happening, that's not happening anymore. So we're like, what do we do now? So we're just gonna have to play it by ear and see what goes on with her for the next 3 weeks. And we've been myself and my wife have been very tentative to her mental needs, to make sure that she's completely stimulated, she's very active, and that. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird one at the moment, to be blatantly honest. So we're just gonna have to wait and see. Well, I'm gonna wrap this video up. I think I've rambled on enough about lockdown and COVID. For the next 26 days, I'm just going to create content in and around the house, and make sure that it's all fun, and it's enjoyable for you guys to watch. So with that, I'm gonna say goodbye, and I'm gonna see you again in the next vlog. See you later. Cheers, eh?